dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. The holiday shopping weekend is still going strong, both in stores and online. And yesterday, many smaller retailers saw a boost in sales thanks to Small Business Saturday. Bradley Blackburn has the wrap-up on all those gift purchases.
From Massachusetts to Michigan to California, Americans were on a big shopping spree Saturday to buy small.
We actually had a line out the door.
It's been a whirlwind, and it's just like a whirlwind of joy.
According to Bankrate.com, more Americans plan to shop on Small Business Saturday than on Black Friday. Even President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris joined in.
Half of America's workforce works at a small business or runs a small business. So I think we really want to always support them.
Business owners were grateful to see customers filling their stores after what many say has been a tough year.
You're all set.
Cole Panettiere owns the Brass Owl Boutique in Queens, New York.
Between inflation that's hit our prices, inflation that's hit the customers' lives, labor costs have gone up, our supply costs have gone up, so it really has been the perfect storm of a difficult year.
Big retailers are seeing a boost this weekend too, with more than 166 million Americans expected to do holiday shopping. That's 8 million more than last year, and 2/3 of those shoppers plan to visit stores in person.
Online shopping is a big deal, that sometimes people just want to come out and meet the people making the products and seeing how they're made, ask questions.
Now the spree continues online. More than 60 million Americans plan to shop on Cyber Monday. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
And many shoppers are getting their holiday lists done early. According to the National Retail Federation, 18% of shoppers had already completed most of their holiday buying even before Black Friday. The FBI is warning shoppers about possible scams ahead of Cyber Monday. They say you shouldn't click any suspicious links or attachments you may see in emails, websites, or on social media. Check each website's URL to make sure it's legitimate and secure. Be careful how you pay for items and make sure you get a tracking number so you can monitor your item shipping. A Florida woman was arrested and charged with DUI after a crash on I-75 in Laurel County. The crash happened Wednesday afternoon around 3 miles south of London. Officials said a blue Nissan Versa merged lanes and hit another car. Police said the driver, 64-year-old Janice Martin, was under the influence. Martin was charged with DUI and taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. No injuries were reported in the crash. After a London police officer was hit and killed by an alleged drunk driver last month, the group Running for Heroes wanted to help raise money for his wife and son that he left behind. Not only was Officer Logan Medlock honored with a 1-mile run, the group also coordinated a 2-week-long campaign to garner donations and offer financial support to his loved ones. Running for Heroes says they were able to raise $1,280. In a post on social media, they say a check will be cut and sent shortly to Officer Medlock's family. Daycare has been an issue for parents across eastern Kentucky since the flood, as some are stressed finding others to help watch their kids while they're at work. Owner of Downtown Aesthetics Medical Spa, Rebecca Butler, originally purchased their building in Whitesburg with plans of keeping a daycare before the flood hit. Now her business has opened, and she says they need a place they can trust for their kids during the day.
There was a daycare up front, which this area desperately needs, and we were very happy to be able to keep them in here, and then the flood absolutely devastated them.
Tomorrow will be the 4-month anniversary of the flood.
We are tracking a few showers as we close out our Sunday across the mountains. Here's a live look over at I-64 in Moorhead, looking at a soggy picture over in Rowan County. A few raindrops on the camera lens as more showers continue rolling into the region. Upper 40s, lower 50s, 49 for Jackson, 50 in Pikeville, 51 for Manchester, and 52 over in Harlan. Up on satellite and radar, looking at mostly dry right now, but showers are moving in from the north, especially especially from near Rowan County into Elliott County down towards Morgan County as well. And this line of showers will continue pushing off towards the south, and a few more showers are possible as we go later on into tonight. We stay under a cloudy sky, overnight lows falling into the lower 40s, and rain chances continue into your work week. That full forecast coming up in just a little bit. Keaton.
Thanks, Cameron. Well, it's starting to feel a little bit more like Christmas, and the city of Prestonsburg opened up its annual Christmas lights at Archer Park on Thanksgiving night. Over the course of the weekend, officials say hundreds of families have come to enjoy the nearly 2 million lights on display. Prestonsburg Mayor Les Stapleton says it's all about spreading cheer for the holidays, making sure folks have a good old time.
To watch their eyes light up, and even the teenagers taking selfies with the characters and stuff. It's a great way to let people relax and just enjoy themselves for a minute.
Stapleton added that he would like to thank the folks who work at the park and have made this tradition possible for so many years. Well, people also gathered in Lexington tonight to kick off the start of the holiday season with the lighting of Lexington's Christmas tree and menorah. This lighting festival is an annual event that brings the community together ahead of the holidays. The event includes live music and vendors. The community choir also performed Hanukkah songs. They hope they can shine a light on recent acts of anti-Semitism and teach others in the community how they can take part in their celebrations. Officials at Downtown Lexington Partnership say this event brings so many people in Lexington together.
It is absolutely important to make everyone in our community feel welcome, feel like they belong, and so we just continue to bring different traditions to the lighting festival, and we look forward to continuing and adding more traditions in the future.
And even Santa himself came to light the tree in the park this evening. Well, more than 50 million Americans are said to have traveled this Thanksgiving weekend, and getting to their destinations seemed to be smooth, but getting home may have been a bit of a different story. Marissa Burke checks in with travelers at the Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport.
This year, 4.5 million Americans flew home for Thanksgiving. AAA says that's more than 300,000 travelers since 2019. For Cheryl Feigl and her family, the Thanksgiving holiday meant a trip to Texas, flying to see the newest member of their family.
It was pretty special just because we have a brand new family member, and so I don't know, it was just it was cool.
But all good things come to an end. Sunday, they're back home to Kentucky, back to the daily grind. And so were thousands of others. Sunday, one of the biggest travel days of the year, bringing crowded airports and long lines all across America.
Everybody was traveling for Thanksgiving. I mean, everybody, and everybody was talking about how much food they had eaten.
In the Kentucky-Tennessee region, AAA says air traffic is expected to be up 6.1%. And in the 5-day Thanksgiving travel period, AAA says traveling across America exceeded pre-pandemic levels. A sign things may be getting back to normal.
We are above on some days 2019 numbers, and so it's very clear that we are getting back to normal travel.
Stanley says more people are getting out and traveling, whether by car, airplane, bus, or train. And with more holiday travel in a month, AAA suggests planning ahead and packing patience.
You need to pack your patience when you are on the road. Give yourself plenty of time to get to your destination because there is going to be traffic.
Crowded airports and roadways means more families together. Families like the Feigls who are thankful for a safe trip home. AAA began tracking holiday travel 20 years ago. They project that this Thanksgiving is the third busiest to date. Marissa Burke, Wave News.
Well, NFL star Odell Beckham Jr. was removed from a flight Sunday morning for refusing to buckle his seatbelt. Beckham was on board an American Airlines flight from Miami to L.A. when crew members say he refused to comply with their safety rules. Members of the flight crew say the NFL free agent wide receiver appeared to be coming in and out of consciousness at the time. The pilot was forced to abort takeoff and return to the gate. Miami police say they were called on board the plane for what was described as a medical emergency. Passengers were asked to deplane, and Beckham eventually complied with the request by police to get out of his seat. So far, no charges have been filed in the incident. A small plane got tangled in power lines as it went down in Maryland Sunday night. Fortunately, the pilot and passenger on board were not seriously injured. but they were stranded 100 feet in the air. Power was also knocked out to 85,000 Pepco customers in that county. The FAA reports that the single-engine Mooney aircraft had departed from a local airport in New York. The National Transportation Safety Board is planning to investigate what went wrong. Coming up at 11, it's been nearly a year since deadly tornadoes tore through western Kentucky. An artist from Mayfield shows off her latest work about the storm.
And rain chances continue into your new work week and have all those details coming up.